Alright, we're back. Now, this is what we got. This is actually a few more coats than I thought I was going to need. I may have thinned out that paint just a skosh too much. Probably only needed 1:1, if that. That's a safe side. You might not need to thin it out. If you're comfortable not thinning it out, give it a try. So, this is our end result. We got a nice electric blue there. Now, that looks kind of cool the way it is, but we're going to take it one more step here. Now, here, I've got some that oil paint, that titanium white. And the reason I'm using oil paint for this is twofold. Now, the first reason is the solvent oil paint colors tend to pop a lot harder than the acrylics to give you a nice matte finish. But this is going to be a really intense white. And the other reason, this stuff takes 48 hours to become waterproof. And you either wait 48 hours or you need to use a non-water-based paint. If you use a water-based paint, like the Vallejo game color that I use to paint the white, what's going to happen is, if I put that white on this blue, it's going to bleed into it, and you're going to get like a sky blue streak. We want a nice, hot white streak going down this. Now, I'm using a synthetic liner brush here. It's an 18-0 liner made by Lowell Cornell. I like them because they got a little thicker handle for my large hands. But, okay, so here we go. We're going to start up at the top where we did our turret. And we want an uneven, kind of jagged line coming down this. So just use the tip. Just the tip. That's right. And come on down. Don't want to go slow. And do a nice line down the middle. Once again, we're using different pressures to get thick spots and a little thinner spots. Push down, kind of come up, keep it jagged. If you're not familiar with oil paints, they're great. They do take some time to dry though. Like acrylics dry almost, I feel like almost instantly they're dry. Oil, unthinned oil paint can take, up to a week, if not longer. So we're just striping. Nice, thin, uneven lines for the center of our lightning. Now again, nice. See, take a look at that. Now it's looking like lightning. Come down here. You could do this with your airbrush, but I'm not as sure of myself with that, to get this thin a line with that airbrush. And so I'm using my liner brush here. It goes pretty quick once you get the hang of it. But so this is my first vid. Hopefully there'll be many more to come here. Be doing all kinds of different miniatures. We'll get into full miniatures, me doing them up here eventually. For right now, for at least the first couple here, I want to focus on some of these other techniques. See, there we go, getting that nice stripe, really making it glow. A little more paint. We're going to do the other side. Do this back one here. And coming down. Doesn't need to be perfectly straight, of course, so it's lightning, it's erratic. The goal with this technique is really, when people see your tank, you want them to make a noise. Zoom, whatever. But when people are playing, when you move this tank across the battlefield, you want people to make a noise, and this is going to help it. Another nice, long, thin line. And, you know, the liner brush really, really helps out with this. Because it can hold a lot of paint. It's thin, it's small, but it holds a ton of paint. And a lot of wargamers, guys who are just painting from wargaming, might not know about these kind of brushes, but they're great. Just really long bristles. You can lay down really long, nice, neat lines. Now this oil paint's not going to dry right away, so if you screw up, you can literally just wipe it off with a rag and come back to it and go over it. Another lightning. You know, go thin. You can always come back, add more, make it wider. This is what I'm doing right there. Go over a couple more spots. We're almost done. Now once you do this more than once, I mean, you can reproduce this so easy. This is one of those things, it's like cooking fish. It's only hard until you see it done. Once you see it done, it's easy. And there we have it. That's our finished lightning. It's really shocking, high contrast. Nice and bright, and it will definitely turn some heads on the table. Now I'm gonna put this turret. This turret's I did get this night spinner secondhand, so some of it's not quite painted greatly, but put this guy on and see how that looks. Zoom out a little bit. And that's your finished product. Pretty awesome, huh? Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully I'll have a lot more coming. And see you next time.